Hi guys, it's Orville Walcott here. I want to do this very short Google Hangout to share with you why, if you're looking to start a home-based business and make significant money online, why you've probably already been lied to. The fact that here's the reality: more and more people, in fact, thousands of people every single month all over the world, in North America, in Europe, all over the world are turning to the internet to actually become financially free. That's the reality. But most of them are going to fail. That's the reality. I think the figures are about 92% of people who aim to make money online, most of them are failing. Now, deliberately, what I'm not going to do, most marketers or business owners like myself, they'll put a link at the bottom for you to join their company. I'm not going to do that. That may sound crazy. The reason being, if you're watching this, it's because you are serious about number one, being informed and getting crucial information. So this hangout is designed to inform you. And I could charge for it to my private members group. I'm not going to. I'm going to give this to you for free because whether you decide to join my organization or not doesn't matter to me. I'll make money either way. I just want you to be informed to know that the reality why most people are going to fail is because they're very enthusiastic. They've figured out, as most people have, that you can no longer rely on pensions to secure your financial prosperity or even fairly comfortable retirement. I mean, did you know, for example, that most pensions do not factor in inflation? The cost of living always goes up, yet the value of money always goes down, and that's just the way it is. So, for example, in terms of crude mathematics, if you have £100,000 saved in the bank, that £100,000 in about 19 to 22 years will actually halve in value. The value of money actually halves in value every 19 to 21, 22 years. So most pensions don't factor into that reality. And that's very important. But anyway, back to what it means in terms of making money online and why most people are going to fail. They're going to fail for a number of reasons. Number one, and it's very important before I go any further, if you're watching this, to just close down any distractions. You know, if your TV's on, turn it off. If Facebook's on, please turn it off. If you're tweeting someone, you can all tweet them later. Because these few simple reasons, if you're someone who's looking to go online, it's important to understand this because I don't want you to join the majority who are going to fail. Number one, here's a reason why most people are going to fail. They're selling products, whether they're physical products, like things you can buy physically, whether they're digital information products, they're selling products that are simply too cheap. And by that I mean they're products that cost maybe $50 or $100 or pay $50 or $100 commission to them. Now, whenever you start a business, you obviously are going to have a figure in your mind, a figure which, if you hit this every single month, can then open up all sorts of opportunities for you. Maybe look at, leaving your job if that's what you want. Or if I work with lots of mothers who are six-figure income earners, but now they actually want to walk away from that because they want a business which actually pays them, if they're accountants or city lawyers, and they realize that there's a figure you've just got to make in terms of living expensive. If it's paying the mortgage or paying the rent and food and car bills and school fees and so forth, as a practical living expense, you've just got to meet before you can even think about moving on in your job, if that's what you want to do. Now, the reality is this: very simple. If you're selling products that cost $50 or $100, how many of those are you going to need to sell consistently every month if you're going to meet your salary of, let's say, $3,000 or $4,000? Now, even though I'm based in London, England, my clients are all over the world, so I talk in dollars. You can just translate it into your currency, if it's euros or wherever you're listening to. But if you're selling products that only pay you commission of $30, $50, $100, how many of these products are you going to need to sell to consistently match your salary of $3,000? Hell of a lot, and you need to be amazing. You need to be selling probably at 30 or 40 or 50 every single month, and not even the most experienced marketers like myself do that. Or the solution is selling what's called high ticket products. Now, high ticket products, all that means is are products that once you sell them, you get a commission. You get a commission of at least $1,000 US, at least. Now, the opportunity that I'm in, the company that I promote, the commissions I get are $1,250 at the bare minimum, $3,300, $5,500, and even $10,000 per sale. Per sale. Now, what is easier? Having to sell over here, 30 or 40 $100 products to equal your salary, or over here, just needing to sell one or just two products per month that will pay you a minimum of 1,250, 3,300, 5,500, or even $10,000 per sale. And notice there, I didn't go for a massive number. I just said one or even two. It's amazing. I was at a conference recently, and we had people like Chris and Michelle and Mark, other people in our group who were getting commissions like I was of 1,250, 3,000, 5,500, and some of them were in tears. And she said to me, Orville, isn't it amazing that it doesn't take a massive amount to make a big difference in your life? It does not take a big amount to make a difference in your life. That's the first reason people are going to fail, because they're selling products, albeit very, very enthusiastically, which are just too cheap, and they're getting tiny, tiny, tiny commissions. I mean, if I can be blunt, who cares about commission? The number is, how much do you get? And can you sustain that? If it's like a graph about you're getting this much one month, but then much lower the next, it doesn't matter. The second reason people fail when it comes to making money online is because most people are not salespeople. That's not a criticism, but most people are not trained salespeople. Now, let's think about it. You and I, we might go online and we might spend $20 or $30 just based on a pretty website. But there's no way the average person in their right mind is going to buy a product for $800 or $1,000 plus without first of all getting on the phone and speaking to someone. I mean, if you think about it, if you're looking to book a holiday, you probably wouldn't do it anyway. You want to speak to someone. Likewise, whenever it comes to getting high ticket products, most people, their problem is they just don't have the experience in knowing how to build a relationship with people very, very quickly. I think about myself when I used to struggle, years ago, and selling, products at $500, which I thought was a hell of a lot. Now it's pocket change. But in those days, I realized it takes a lot of effort getting the right people to your website and then trying to build a relationship with them. Now, I eventually cracked that and mastered that. But for every one of me, there's probably 1,000 or 2,000 who give up. And I understand that frustration. That's the problem. The solution, which my opportunity has, is we have qualified sales coaches who, guess what? They do the selling for you. So very, very simply, you have people visit your website who are interested in your offer. They then leave their name and email, what we call a squeeze capture page or lead capture page. But what then happens is we have some quality email marketing, which goes to them, which builds a relationship with them, which, by the way, is all done for you. And then, only then, excuse me, when they're ready to buy, we then have qualified sales coaches who will do the selling for you. Therefore, it takes out all the reasons people fail in terms of needing to be a qualified salesperson. The third reason people fail is once they have their website, they simply don't have enough traffic coming to that site. So what is traffic? Traffic, very simply, is the industry term we use for visitors to your website. So people who are going online looking for your products, your services, or your business opportunity. Now, it doesn't matter how good your offer is. I mean, you could be giving away bars of gold on your website. Unless you have consistent traffic, your business is stone cold dead in the water. You're just not going to make any money. You've got to have, number one, qualified traffic, and number two, a consistent number every single day. I'd go even further by saying number three, it's got to be automated. So for example, I mean, I'm used to traveling around the world a lot. I'm very privileged. The business allows me to do that, go to Monaco, all over the world. Yet when I'm at the airport, when I'm seeing friends all over the world, my business is still growing. So yes, whilst I'm physically at home making this video, I can be anywhere playing sport. I can be all over the world, seeing family. it doesn't matter because my business is automated. Now, I won't go into automated systems now because I want to keep this fairly short and concise, but suffice to say, there are lots and lots and lots of moving parts which are needed to make an online business profitable and consistently profitable. It makes no sense to make money in January, but then tailor off for 2, 3 months. It's about consistently high, predictably high results. That's what you want in business, consistently high and predictably high results. And to do that, you've got to have systems in place. So we make that really, 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 really easy. And the whole benefit is that it makes it very, very fast and easy for you to get results. The final reason people fail online, and this is the difficult thing, is a lot of them don't even know it. When I do consultancy work for businesses, and I work with people, such as experts, people in the world like Chris and David, and leading people in the world, when we look at break down a company and look at why it's failing, invariably it can be, not invariably, almost always, it tends to have not enough of this element as well, and that is quality emails that have been sent to the individuals. Now, think about it. I've had an estimate. The average person gets between 45 to 70 emails per day, and that figure is rising. So the way email marketing works is this. Once someone visits your screen capture page or your lead capture page and leaves their name and email, you've then got to start building a relationship with them. And you start doing that through email. Now, here's the thing. Unless your emails are structured right, and rule number one is you've got to have a subject line which captures their attention. If you don't have a subject line that captures their attention, it doesn't matter how good the body of the email is. They're either going to, number one, delete, or two, just ignore it, or three, it will drop automatically into their spam folder and nothing's going to happen. Now, here's where biopsychology comes into it. I have a saying, whenever you base something on an ology, you're always going to win. By that I mean, think about how the body works in terms of biology. Biology means, there's certain, do's and don'ts. There's a certain way the body works. And if you follow that in terms of health and healthy eating and resting and medicine when you need it, you're going to win. Likewise, when it comes to biopsychology, there's a way that people think when it comes to buying. There's a way, if you communicate the right way in a proven method, you're going to get people to buy from you. And that way is not known by many people. Why? Because, like I said, unfortunately, most people are not getting results. There's another way, which if you master this, you'll always, 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 always annoy people and just turn them off. So what we're going to show you is this. We have systems in place when it comes to communicating to your list, which is all done for you. Now, believe me when I say this, you could spend thousands and thousands of your own money taking 5, 6, 7, 8 years trying to master all different ways to write to people and understand through email marketing, what's called sales copy, as to how to actually build that relationship and how to use certain buzzwords and trigger words to get them to buy. Trust me, why would you want to spend at least hundreds of thousands and 6, 7, 8 years of struggle when you can have a system like ours which has it all done for you? All your email marketing, all your sales copy. We have people who are 7-figure income earners, and that's their expertise, as well as, like myself, building businesses. But do you want to do it the more difficult way, costing you 6 or 7 years, or the easier way? And the reason being is that most people out there are struggling, and they don't know why. They're putting money down the drain, they're doing everything their upline says, but they're just not seeing results, or they're not seeing consistent results. And I don't want that to be you. So just to recap, and again, deliberately, I'm not going to give you my the link to my business, because I don't want you to think I'm doing this because I necessarily want to make money from you. Yes, I have a massive business. Yes, there are people who I build relationships with, and they're in my business making lots of money. These are people making, like myself, getting paydays of 1,250, 3,300, 5,500, even 10,000. It's an amazing feeling. I'm very privileged to be in this position with a company that I'm with. But also, I just figure that there's so many people out there, it's a good thing, who are turning to the internet, but I know they're going to fail. Now, if you're watching this right now, if you can hear my voice, the odds are immediately you just put yourself in a very, very good position to succeed. Because having heard this, and I'll recap again in a minute, having just heard this, you now are most likely going to be in a position to actually move forward. So let me just recap the problems and the solutions. The reasons why most people, the high 90% of people, are going to fail this month, this year, even next year online, because they're failing and they know they're failing, but they don't know why they're failing, and they don't know there's a solution. So number one, the number one reason people are going to fail online is because they're selling products that are too cheap. Products that give them commissions of $10, $20, $30, $50, $100. They're too cheap. If you thought $100 commissions was a lot, it's not. That's a problem. And the reason why it's a problem is because, they'd have to sell consistently a very, very high number of those in order to get results, in order to even begin to match their salary or to meet that figure they have, which they need to actually, to live in terms of, like I said, their rent or their mortgage and basic fees as well, in order to live, whatever that figure may be. That's a problem. The solution is selling high ticket products. High ticket products are products that give you, like I said, a basic commission of $1,000. In the case of the company that I'm part of, the commissions start at $1,250. This is per you, per sale, every single time. $1,250, $3,300, $5,500, and $10,000 to you per sale, every single sale, without fail, without fail, without fail. That's the first reason. So, and the reason why that's a solution is because you would only need to sell one or two of those per month before you're, depending on your financial situation, equaling, doubling, maybe even trebling your income. I think of one guy, Mark Towers. Mark has actually owned a restaurant, a very large restaurant in America, and he actually ended up going bankrupt. He lost that and went into foreclosure. He was in debt over $40,000. He's now made over $100,000 last year alone. As a guy in England I work with, a very good guy, Chris Cobb, exactly the same situation as well. He was struggling, again, six-figure income earner. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you're an accountant, and you're working in high-level finance, but you know that you come home and you just don't have time to see your family, because no one's paying you six figures for you to start at 9 and finish at 5:30. That doesn't happen. It means that you're leaving out in the morning very, very early, most likely, 7 o'clock in the morning or 7:30, 7 o'clock, and getting back really about sort of 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night as well. So you're wanting something which very, very quickly can match your six-figure salary. Possibly you're someone like Maria, who's a single mom, and you just need something whereby you can actually have this money coming in, whilst you can watch you raise your family, if that's what you want to do. The point is, it gives you options. By selling products that are too cheap, it's a lot of work for little return. You want something whereby you can get one-time hits of 1,000 to 3,000 plus. Here is one more thing before I recap on the second point. Did you know it takes the same effort selling products over here, cheap products, at commissions of $50 or $100? It's the same effort as it does selling products that give you returns of $3,000 and $5,000. It's the same. I've been in both camps. I used to sell products at $25, $50, $100, and I can tell you right now that it actually is easier with me selling products at that I get commissions of $1,000, $3,000 plus. Why? Well, that leads on to the second problem and solution, which is with my system, you will not have to sell. What you will have are six-figure, in some cases, seven-figure qualified sales coaches who will do all the selling for you. We make it really, really easy. You'll never, ever have to pick up the phone and speak to someone if that's what you're terrified and scared of. We have people who will do that for you, and my goodness, they are good. It's like I'm very sporty, so I think about the dream team. It's like having like Michael Jordan or the best basketball players, the best sports players on your team. No one ever does it alone. I was at a business conference recently with some property gurus, seven-figure income property gurus. And one of the chaps, he actually worked with the team of advisors for Donald Trump. Now, whether you like Donald Trump or not, neither here nor there. The point is, he's a billionaire through property. One of this chap, Scott Zuckerman, actually worked with him, and he's saying to me that all successful entrepreneurs have got to have systems. It's system based. It's like the iceberg, if you will. The iceberg, you see a little bit of it above the water, but its strength and power is that over probably 90% of it is underneath the water. Any business that works, you've got to have systems. Now, if I went into all the systems needed to run a successful online business, this would be a 10-hour webinar, which I'm not going to do. And the point is, I don't need to, because what we do is, my objective is to make it quick and easy for you to make money very, very quickly. Therefore, we take all these systems out of your hands and we deal with it. The third and final of those systems is, once people get their name and email of somebody, you now need to know how to market and build a relationship with them. And a lot of people struggle with that, not because they're stupid, just because they haven't been trained. They're failing and they don't know why they're failing. Email marketing, writing quality sales copy letters, it is an art in itself. There are people who've mastered it who are earning 6, even 7 figures. And I should know because they work with me. They're part of my team. So would you want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars and maybe master it in 5 or 6 years? Maybe, in terms of writing compelling sales copy letters and email to people to get them to buy? Or would you want what I call a done for you, plug and play, ready to go right now system that just makes it easy? That's the reason why people like Chris, like Susan, like Maria, like myself are getting these paydays of $1,250, $3,300, $5,500, $10,000. The first one I got, it was a Thursday, and I was actually out. I literally just turned my phone on. I got a notification on my phone. It said, Orville, well done. You've just got a commission of $1,250. Another one, Orville, well done. It was later. I think just coming back from the airport. Just coming back from the airport. Can you imagine? You come back from Monaco, back to London, turn on your phone, and you see, Orville, well done. Our sales coaches have just closed someone into your business for commission to you $3,300. Can you imagine getting that notification, having just landed? Give about half an hour, landed from the airport. Guys, there are many, many, many stories like this. I was on holiday on the beach with friends. This system makes it easy. So you've got to decide if you're right now looking at joining an online business, you want to have that checklist. And if it has all those boxes ticked, and I would say absolutely go ahead with it. If it doesn't have even one of those ticked, don't join it. Don't join it. I don't need to be lied to. This may be hard. Maybe you're someone who's actually in an opportunity and you've watched this, you've realized, oh my goodness, the company I'm with, they don't have sales coaches. I'm sorry. You need to leave them. You just need to leave them. That's just reality, because I want you to succeed and I don't want you to be lied to anymore. That's why deliberately what I'm doing, I haven't put down below my company link. Why? Because I just want to give you quality, valuable information. We live financially in the information age, and it's important that if you get the right information and act on it, you really can position yourself strategically to really succeed and make a lot of money quickly. If you don't know this, which most don't, you're doomed to fail. You're doomed to fail. I'm tired of seeing people being lied to and then failing. Yes, I'm very excited when I see people who fail and join my system and start making money very quickly. But then I'm thinking I'm on a mission to help people make money in a very ethical manner and live the life that they do. So, Orville Walcott, if you want to reach out to me, you can, of course, through Google+, and you can contact me through my Facebook group as well, or through Google+. Obviously, this on YouTube as well. But I'm deliberately not going to give you my company link because I just want to give you knowledge and help you succeed. So, it's your success, and yes, I want to see you succeed. And yeah, reach out to me, please do. On Facebook, you got my link there on Facebook through Google+, and please take action on what you hear. Take care.